What if I told you your engine can destroy itself in less than 60 seconds? Without oil? No warning, no smoke at first, just metal grinding metal until everything locks up. And the scary part? Most drivers don't even understand how engine lubrication actually works. In this video, you'll learn what the lubrication system really does, how oil flows through your engine step by step, the hidden components nobody talks about, warning signs your oil is killing your engine, and how oil actually protects metal at extreme temperatures. By the end of this video, you'll understand your engine better than most mechanics. The engine lubrication system is the system responsible for delivering oil to all moving parts inside your engine to reduce friction, heat, and wear. Think of it like blood in the human body. Without it, nothing survives. Inside your engine, metal components move at extremely high speeds, pistons moving up and down thousands of times per minute, crankshaft spinning continuously, camshaft opening and closing valves precisely. Without lubrication, these parts would weld together due to heat and friction. So the lubrication system ensures that a thin film of oil is always present between moving parts. Not too much, not too little, just enough to prevent direct metal contact. Most people think oil is just for reducing friction. That's only part of the story. Here's what engine oil really does. 1. Reduction of friction and wear. Creates a thin oil film between moving parts, such as bearings, pistons, and camshafts, to prevent metal-to-metal contact. 2. Cooling moving components. Absorbs and carries away heat from critical areas like pistons and bearings, preventing overheating. 3. Acts as a cleaning agent. Removes dirt, soot, and microscopic metallic debris from the engine and carries it to the oil filter. 4. Lubricant seals the small gap between the piston rings and cylinder walls to maintain combustion pressure. 5. Corrosion protection. Oil creates a protective barrier on metal surfaces, neutralizing acids generated during combustion to prevent rust. 6. Noise reduction. Lubricant cushions moving parts, damping mechanical noise. Let's break down the key components that make this system work. 1. Oil pan. The oil pan, also known as the oil sump, serves as a reservoir for engine oil. When the engine is not running, the oil settles here, ready to be circulated again once the engine starts. It is positioned at the bottom of the engine. The oil pan also plays a role in cooling the oil by dissipating heat. 2. Pickup tube. The pickup tube is the first point of contact for the oil as it begins its journey through the lubrication system. When the engine starts, the oil is sucked up through this tube and delivered to the oil pump. Think of it as the straw that initiates the entire process. 3. Oil pump. The oil pump is the workhorse of the lubrication system. It pressurizes the oil, ensuring it can flow through the system and reach all necessary engine components. By pushing oil against gravity, the pump ensures consistent lubrication even at high speeds or under heavy loads. 4. Pressure relief valve. To prevent the oil from becoming overpressurized, the pressure relief valve regulates the system's pressure. This component ensures that the oil pump doesn't overwork and that engine components receive a steady flow of oil without excessive force. 5. Oil filter. As the oil circulates through the engine, it picks up dirt, metal particles, and other debris. The oil filter removes these impurities, ensuring clean oil continues to lubricate engine components. A clogged oil filter can compromise the system, making regular filter replacements essential. 6. Spurt holes and galleries. These small openings and channels within the engine allow oil to stream through and lubricate various moving parts. Located in areas like the crankshaft and camshaft, these galleries ensure oil reaches even the most hard-to-access areas. Let's follow the journey of oil inside your engine. 1. When the engine is off, all engine oil is stored in the oil pan. A small part is stuck in the main gallery, the oil cooler, the oil filter, and the oil pump. 2. After the engine is started and rotates, the engine will also rotate the oil pump. As a result, engine oil begins to be sucked into the oil pump through the oil strainer. The oil strainer will filter the incoming oil so that the oil pump is protected from damage. Next, The oil pump will pump engine oil throughout the lubrication system. As a result, the oil pressure will increase. The faster the engine rotation, the greater the oil pressure. 4. To prevent excess oil pressure, the oil pressure regulator will limit the pressure generated by the oil pump. When the pressure is excessive, the relief valve will open to reduce the oil pressure and return the excess oil back into the oil pan. 5. Engine oil will enter the oil filter, fine filter, to filter engine oil from finer/smaller impurities. That way, clean engine oil can be flowed into the oil cooler. 6. In the oil cooler, the engine oil will be cooled by temperature first. There is a process using radiator water or directly with air. After the oil has cooled down to the temperature in the oil cooler, then the engine oil is flowed back to the main cylinder block gallery. 7. In the main cylinder block gallery, oil will be channeled to the crankshaft pin and the journal crankshaft. In addition, some engine oil is sprayed onto the piston pin through the oil jet, oil squirter. Furthermore, some of the engine oil flows into the cylinder head to lubricate the camshaft and rocker arm. 8. After all parts in the engine have been lubricated, engine oil flows back into the oil pan and then recirculated to all components of the engine lubrication system. 9. To find out the condition of the engine oil flow in the engine, the driver can find out through the engine oil indicator light that the signal is obtained from the oil pressure switch. When the engine is turned off, the engine oil indicator light will turn on. Then, after the engine is started and the oil has flowed, the engine oil indicator light will go out. How engine oil protects your engine. Now here's where it gets interesting. Engine oil doesn't just sit between parts, it creates a hydrodynamic film. This means moving parts actually ride on a thin layer of oil instead of touching each other. Even under extreme heat and pressure, this oil film prevents metal-to-metal contact. Modern engine oils also contain additives like anti-wear agents, detergents, dispersants, viscosity stabilizers. These chemicals allow oil to stay stable at high temperatures, flow in cold conditions, clean internal deposits. So oil is not just liquid, it's engineered protection. Here are the causes of bad or degraded engine oil. 1. Thermal breakdown, overheating high engine temperatures, often exceeding. In turbochargers, break down oil molecules and reduce their viscosity. 2. Oxidation. Exposure to oxygen, accelerated by high heat, causes the oil to thicken and form acidic compounds, which can lead to sludge. Contamination. 3. Moisture. Short trips prevent the engine from reaching optimal temperatures to evaporate water vapor, causing it to condense into sludge. 4. Fuel dilution. Worn piston rings or faulty injectors allow gasoline to leak into the crankcase, thinning the oil and decreasing its lubrication abilities. 5. Dirt/metal particles. Accumulated dirt or tiny metal fragments from engine where can act as a catalyst to speed up oil degradation. 6. Additive depletion. Over time, cleaners, detergents, dispersants, and anti-wear additives get used up. 7. Extended oil change intervals. Ignoring manufacturer-recommended oil change intervals allows contaminants to accumulate and additives to fail completely. 8. Incorrect oil type. Using the wrong oil viscosity or specification can accelerate engine wear and degradation. Here are warning signs your engine oil is failing. Engine knocking or ticking sounds. Overheating engine. Dark, dirty oil. Burning smell. Low oil pressure warning light. Reduced engine performance. Ignore these signs, and you risk complete engine failure. Here's how to protect your engine. Change oil regularly. Follow manufacturer intervals. Use the correct oil grade. Replace oil filter during every oil change. Check oil level frequently. Fix oil leaks immediately. Avoid cheap or low-quality oil. Prevention is always cheaper than engine repair. Your engine's lifespan depends on one thing more than anything else: oil. Ignore it, and your engine pays the price. Maintain it, and your engine can last hundreds of thousands of kilometers. If you found this video helpful, hit like, subscribe, and drop a comment. When was the last time you changed your engine oil?